I normally don't dabble much with visual novels, but when I do, I find great ones that I want to share with you all. Luckily, these 6, actually 8 games, as I'll share 2 bonus ones that you have to have a look for, came out this year and are worth checking out as they are all carrying different art styles, stories, and interesting presentation. So let's not waste more time and dive into the intro. Hi and welcome to Telplay. My name is Vasharal and today I'll be sharing some visual novel video games you have to check out this year. If you're new to the channel, know that over here we focus on video games and share all kinds of stuff from guides, reviews, and listings, just like this. Just to make a short disclaimer, before we dive into this list, I've not got the chance to play the games I'm about to list, but they are on my radar for some time and I thought I should take some time to share them with you as they carry a very unique identity. So let's dive into the list. And we'll start with a very interesting one called Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is a fully voiced, cheeky horror tragicomedy. In this fully voiced role-playing game, the player is tasked by a mysterious voice to kill a princess who has been imprisoned in a cabin hidden deep in the woods. Now, what really makes this game interesting and special is the fact that your choices matter and how your story ends is all up to you. The game is excellently narrated and surprisingly enough, I've heard great things about this game, including the fact that the developers are awesome, and in one of their Steam discussions, he encouraged his audience that even if they don't have the money to buy the game, best they take it in illegitimate ways, wink wink, as they really want people to see the story, and if they really can afford it, buy it. Of course, we strongly recommend on our channel that if you can afford a game, you should buy it and not go and try out through other ways. But I found the story really interesting, and the fact that the developer came out and spoke so freely with other people that wanted the game but they couldn't afford it, I got really interested in that whole subject and I took the time to check the game out, and by my surprise, I really found the game quite interesting. And I have it on my radar ever since, and I thought that maybe I should share this game with you all in case you wanted to play something special. I really like when games have a very well narrated game. Pretty much anything that I get my hands on that I have to read, it does get a little bit on my nerves. I'm not the most fastest reader, or when I do read, I do tend to have a problem at staying focused. Maybe there's an issue with me particularly, but I do prefer rather to listen than to read. So if you do prefer that kind of games, then this game should be the right type of game for you. It's unique, it's very interesting, it has humor, it has horror. Yeah, it's very interesting and I think you should check it out. Moving forward, another interesting title that swooped under the radar of many, and that is Windy Meadow, a Roadwarden tale. If you loved Roadwarden and wanted to dive deeper in their lore, why not check this game out? Windy Meadow, a Roadwarden tale is an interactive slice-of-life visual novel about choosing your own path. In this game, you get to help 3 protagonists to make the most important choices of their life, featuring a multitude of handcrafted characters and a richly detailed village set in the Roadwarden story world. I think this game is really worth checking out if you fancy a more grounded story that is told in the visual novel style. Do keep in mind that games like this work perfectly fine on the Steam Deck, so if you want to play it handheld, it's excellent. Alright, next we've got PARANORMASIGHT, the 7 mysteries of Honjo. If you're not done with horror or Halloween or simply missed out on this game, I'll spare you the details. The game is a supernatural mystery adventure set in the Sumida ward of Tokyo, an area once known as Honjo. There is also a rumor of the unstable rite of resurrection, which is said that it can bring someone back from the dead. The plot might sound a bit strange, but it goes like this. One night near the Meadow river, a mysterious set of cursed awaken, allowing chosen individuals to kill someone that fulfills the conditions of their curse. If one should kill enough people, they may revive one person of their choice. It sounds rather interesting, and as many other visual novels on this list, it has a well-written story. So check it out if you're interested in this kind of games. Fourth is a quite sweet one, and it's called q.u.q. Hopefully that's how you spell it. Please correct me in the comment section below. I'm not sure what it stands for, but this game is a surreal visual novel about somewhat crude girl that wanders a desert. This is a story about a girl and a stranger and many others. Not many other things though. The desert, a girl has been wandering it for days, dragging a giant gun behind her, and now she was completely exhausted and just lay there, accepting her fate. Who is this girl? What is her destination and goal? I guess you'll have to find out by yourself. It sounds like a very vague visual novel, but it's very well received on Steam by many. It has 9 endings and multiple ways to die, so as many visual novels on this list, your choices matter. What really intrigues me was the art style and the fact that I've heard quite a bit about this game. It's also very cheap, so you can buy it at any time and try it out for yourself. Moving on to Goodbye Volcano High. Goodbye Volcano High is a branching narrative adventure about the end of an era and the start of a love story. Fang is a typical 18 years old dinosaur, and they're more concerned about their band going viral than they are about what happened after graduation. The game looks rather unique, and it seems to have additional elements like quick time events when creating music and doing other interactions. So if you want to experience an emotional and interesting story, check the game out. And 6th on this list, we've got the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I picked this game particularly for the art direction, as it looks very interesting, but it's very well received by many, so the description of the game goes like this. Immerse yourself in an enchanting narrative experience as Fortuna, a fortune teller witch condemned to exile to her asteroid home. Craft your own tarot deck, regain your freedom, and shape the fate of the Cosmic Witch Society. What's cool about this game is that you can create and design the tarot cards however you like, which is a unique and interesting concept. So, as promised, if you stick until the end, I've got 2 games that I want you to keep an eye out for. One of them is free, and it might surprise you as a visual novel. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is the game. Yep, a Sonic game. The game is set on board the Mirage Express train and stars an unnamed Duca, whom the player is prompted to assign a name to, who along with Tails must help figure out who killed, and that is in commas, Sonic the Hedgehog in a murder mystery game during Amy Rose's birthday party. The game is completely free, and if you want to have some fun and cute visual novel with sprinkled detective mystery in it, you have to try this game out. And if you're a fan of Sonic, it's even better. Lastly, as a bonus, Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. This is the 2nd episode of the game called Coffee Talk that came out in 2020. So if you've been wanting to play a very interesting looking game with a great story, this might be the best time to do so. Dust off your coffee machine and prepare your warmest smile to meet your customers again in the 2nd episode of the much loved coffee brewing and heart-to-heart talking simulator. So that's all I wanted to share with you all today. As you know, I like to have a chance to dive into all type of genres and games. What do you think about the games we share? Has any of them interest you? If so, why not share your thoughts in the comments? As I said before, if you don't have the money but still interested in the game, wishlist the game as it helps the developers a lot. If you want to support me in return, you can do so by liking this video. It goes to say that any help is welcome, so if you want to go an extra mile, you can subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Adriano and quote his last comment on our channel, which goes like this: "Thank you for the share there. I really hope it's a fake leak, else my wallet is safe for sure. Unfortunately, it wasn't a false leak, as these games are from Humble Bundle Choice, so I made a video about that. If you want to check that one out, of course you can do so. Sorry Adriano, unfortunately it wasn't something that was a false leak, so I hope though that the games that are there interest you and you're happy with them. If you want to know more about Adriano, he has been a great supporter of our channel, and I just want to take a moment and thank him for being part of our community. Well, that's all I wanted to share today. I hope you're well wherever you are. I hope you are enjoying your weekend, and I hope you game responsibly. As always, take care, stay safe, and happy gaming.